The huge roar from the crowd. The players take up their positions. A hurling championship to equal other great season. It's taken a bit of adjusting to, but we all knew the ground rules when they were made. Both managers banished to the dugouts, as it were, but in the compromise, the little green benches in front of those dugouts are meant to be where Ger Loughnane and Len Gaynor view this match from. In the middle of the field, it's Ollie Baker and Colin Lynch for Clare. Tommy Dunn and Conor Gleeson for Tipperary. Tip will play from right to left in the first half. Taking charge of his third All-Ireland hurling final is referee Dickie Murphy from the Rapparees Club in Wexford. And the 109th final is underway. Straight away it's Paul Shelley. That's Brian O'Mara sending one in there for David Fitzgerald to save. And Eugene O'Neill, incidentally, has started this match at full forward. Sean McMahon for Clare, up towards Niall Gilligan. Michael Ryan probably felt he was going to be marking somebody else, that somebody else should have been Fergal Hegarty, but they've made that change, of course. Now Brian Lohan had such a wonderful monster final. One of the stars that day for the Banner County. Here's Colin Lynch, trying to get away from the attentions there of the man in midfield, Conor Gleeson. Back in again to the Clare backs, and again Brian Lohan comes out first time to the ball. Liam McGrath was trying to take it up. It comes to Sean McMahon of Clare instead. Now Colin Lynch up towards Fergie Toohey, chasing after this one. One back here by Ollie Baker. He was being held back. Tommy Dunn was doing the holding. It's a free to Clare. Coming out to take the free, of course, will be Sean McMahon. Well, he got two long-range frees in the All-Ireland final here 2 years ago. This about 50 metres out. Chance of the first score, but he's hitting into the wind. Ger Loughnane has gone into full forward, by the way. McMahon hitting. Has it got the accuracy? It has. So Clare take the lead. Delight for the Clare fans up on the canal end. Puck out to be taken by Brendan Cummins. Wind assisted, dropping towards the right. Anthony Daly over there, lets it go over his head. Liam McGrath for Tipperary. Just getting out of his way there was Michael Cleary. Again it's Brian Lohan. Third clearance by Lohan, and the referee has spotted some dangerous play. Speaking there with John Lahey, I think it was a chop down, which the referee was very quickly to spot. And the face mask this afternoon being worn by John Lahey, that of course a legacy of the injury that he took in the semi-final win. Free to be taken by Sean McMahon. Lobbing it in towards the Sparrow at full forward. No Sheehy bats it out, no hint of an injury there. PJ O'Connell from the O'Callaghan's Mills Club, blocked down well. Michael Ryan trying to get that ball out, has it again. PJ O'Connell going low to try and take it, but the referee says you were touching the ball on the ground. He's disappointed, but it's a free out for Tipperary. So just a point between the teams. This free will be taken by Liam Sheedy from the Portroe club, which I know has the whole place in Portroe has gone absolutely hurling mad this summer. Just his third championship match. In towards John Lahey, puts up the hand. He's been marked this afternoon by Liam Doyle. That was swept away by Anthony Daly. Still in play. Tommy Dunn contesting there with Ollie Baker. That should be quite a contest. Anthony Daly trying to follow it up. Good wrist work there by Liam McGrath. Ollie Baker, second time of asking. Some holding back there. It was Conor Bonner who was holding back Jamesy O'Connor. And there is the feeling, of course, that if anybody can mark Jamesy and mark him fairly and well, it surely is Conor Bonner. Just a quick look at how Clare are shaping up in the forward line. Jamesy's on the right half forward position. Conor Clancy is on the 40. PJ O'Connell on the left. Fergie Toohey is top of the left, and as I told you, Ger O'Loughlin at full forward. Sean McMahon looks for another, but this time it goes to the right. Just Clare's first wide. He was man of the match, of course, in the All-Ireland final here 2 years ago. Both sides want to win this game so badly. John Lahey breaks it down towards Conor Gleeson, but it's swept up instead by Colin Lynch, up towards Ollie Baker, away to the left-hand side towards PJ O'Connell. Half blocked down by Liam Sheedy. Conor Clancy is trying to get onto it. Clancy rated the best man on the 40 that Clare have got. This is Ger O'Loughlin, hooped well by Liam Sheedy. Still the Sparrow going forward. Clare trying to make their customary good start to this match. Lovely pick up there by Paul Shelley. He really is in brilliant form this season. Fouled as he was taking it out. Shelley's man this afternoon is in fact Fergie Toohey. So it'll be Brendan Cummins from the Ballybacon Grange club to hit this. It goes a huge distance down. Touchdown by John Lahey once again. Liam McGrath was coming into it. Eugene O'Neill trying to make some headway. Taken instead by Michael Cleary, and Cleary has knocked it over the bar. Well, that will do his confidence an awful lot of good. Getting Tipperary's first point in this match, and the sides are level. 6 minutes gone. This is the move again. Cleary was very sharp, coming from behind. Lovely pick-up. Economy of space and action. Ollie Baker. Declan Ryan couldn't take it. Colin Lynch instead in towards Niall Gilligan. Now to Ger O'Loughlin. And O'Loughlin has put this one to the right, and a likely miss by Ger O'Loughlin. He normally is most accurate. But those switches may well have been anticipated by the Tipperary mentors. There was always the possibility that Clancy, following his good display in the semi-final, would start at centre-half forward. Touchdown by Sean McMahon, and Lahey was going through, and there was a stick thrust out that time by McMahon. The referee clearly saw it. Free into Tipperary. Lahey is up on the feet straight away. Great big roar up on Hill 16 by the Tipperary fans. This is what happened. Watch for Sean McMahon coming out here and then striking across the Tipperary number 12. Free to be taken by Tommy Dunn from Toomevara. He makes no mistake. So Tipperary go in front for the first time in this match, and they lead by 2 points to 1. Puck out to be taken by Davy Fitzgerald. Stiffish breeze against him in the opening 35 minutes. It lands right in the middle of the field, broken down by Ollie Baker. Colin Lynch one-handed, beaten by Conor Gleeson, but Gleeson unable to take possession. Sean McMahon instead. Colin Lynch once again. Added to there by Conor Clancy. Fergie Toohey was challenging, but again it's the masterful Paul Shelley. He's made a good start. McMahon covering wonderful ground right and left, assisting his wing backs. Liam Doyle, one of those wing backs. Taken up here by Brian O'Mara. Used to play midfield, now top of the left. Still O'Mara. What a great run. And he's put it over the bar. A great individual score by the man from Mullinahone. 3 points to 1. Well, he went right through the Clare defence that time. That area of the field in which Clare are most solid, you feel. Fairly well tested in the opening exchanges here. And just 14 minutes gone. Or rather, 9 minutes gone. Here's Declan Ryan. Jamesy O'Connor coming back. Declan Ryan, you remember, had a marvellous Munster final, one of the successes for Tipperary that day. Conal Bonner hitting his pass into space, but there's nobody there. And that's gone harmlessly wide, and that will be a source of concern to the selectors to make sure that when the wing backs get possession, that their distribution is accurate. So it's Colm Bonner, centre half back. Conor Clancy, centre half forward. Ollie Baker. One-handed there by Liam Sheedy. The shoulder coming in from Liam McGrath, a very sturdy player who can play on the 40 as well. Here's Anthony Daly, due to be married next weekend. Before that, this important tie here. Gilligan's first touch leading him down there, and it's Conor Bonner instead. Jamesy O'Connor in to try and dispossess. Liam Doyle getting it just as far as Ollie Baker, aware that he was about to be hooked. Back to Anthony Daly it goes. Clare's team captain fancying his chances from some distance. But he's put it to the left, and that's now a third wide for Clare. Well, Clare, I feel, will be quite happy to keep it nice and tight in the opening half. Tommy Dunn. Good delivery back in, over the head of Frank Lohan. Brian Lohan there to help out his brother, who really is a great full-back. Ollie Baker was under that one, so too was Tommy Dunn. Picked up here by Liam Sheedy. No-nonsense clearance there by Anthony Daly. Back in by Declan Ryan, but that's gone just inches to the right. So the man who can certainly turn a match around by his sheer physical presence and wonderful skill. Score of 4 points when the sides last met. Off the hands that time of Conor Clancy. Anticipation by Ollie Baker, coming bursting through the centre. An accurate shot, and it's gone over the bar. Ollie Baker's first point, just one between them. Fans here anticipating a rip-roaring contest between two very evenly matched teams. Baker was coming onto this with great determination and a very accurate finish. Puck out again, aimed down towards John Lahey. He's breaking the ball down quite a bit. O'Mara in after that, but it was a frontal charge rather than a fair shoulder to shoulder, Dickie Murphy decides. Well, this again is what happened, and Anthony Daly was coming across there and got the full effect of that. Brian O'Mara being spoken to by referee Dickie Murphy. Already the scorer of a very good point in this match. This, again, the incident, and really he caught him quite high. It certainly wasn't a fair shoulder-to-shoulder charge. Dr. Pádraig Quinn there, the Clare team doctor. Been associated with Clare teams now since 1990, I think. Daly's okay, there's a big roar. Gerald Loughnane on his feet. Len continuing to sit on the bench, as per rule. Sean McMahon takes the free towards Niall Gilligan. Jamesy O'Connor in next, touches it forward. And the ball was just over the line, the linesman has decided. Tommy McIntyre, the linesman, on this near side. Big moment this for Niall Gilligan. He really starred in the semi-final, and there was a big surprise when he was omitted in favour of Fergal Hegarty. But just in case you have joined us late this afternoon live at Croke Park, Clare did make a switch before the match started, so they have not used up one of their subs already. Michael Ryan, great cut in. Sean McMahon was going backwards, touches it down but only to the waiting Declan Ryan. Should be a score, and the umpire has said no, but it looked to be just inside. That's a very close one. From this angle here, it looked to be just inside the right-hand post. And that's a source of debate and annoyance for the tip forwards. Dickie Murphy correctly going in to have a chat there with his umpires, and they have waved it wide. It doesn't count. This is it again. Sean McMahon, you can see going backwards, all he could do is deflect it into the path of Declan Ryan. Now, did this go inside or outside? Difficult one to say. But Tip continue to lead by just a point. Conor Clancy, good centre-forward play. Now where will the distribution end up? It ends up nowhere because the captain Conor Gleeson got back. Colin Lynch, really tough challenge coming in on Colin Lynch, but he steps over the sideline. It'll be a line ball for Tipperary. This again is what happened here. Ferocious shoulder coming in, and he was over the line. The shoulder by Lahey. Some tough exchanges in the opening 15 minutes of this game. The face of Conall Bonner. Nicely cut up towards Declan Ryan. Touched down, however, by Liam Doyle to the waiting Ollie Baker. Sweeping it across to the left-hand side this time. Fergie Toohey playing at top of the left, wearing number 11. Again, knocking it in there towards Niall Gilligan. That was batted down by Michael Ryan. It was a very important intervention because P.G. O'Connell was nipping in behind him. And here comes Noel Sheehy. The clearance to midfield, contested well by two strongly built players. Declan Ryan the winner, however, and racing away here is John Lahey. Should be an easy score for the taking, and it is. No doubt about this one. So the two men on the left flank of the attack from Mullinahone have now got their scores, and it's 4 points to 2. Well, that was won there brilliantly by Declan Ryan, getting there ahead of McMahon, on to John Lahey, and that was routine by his standards. So let's go down and join our reporter on the sideline this afternoon, Marty Morrissey.
Well, Ger, I think that both county boards can be expecting further fines because neither Ger Loughnane nor Lengainer have stayed even on the benches outside the dugout. And despite the best efforts to restrain themselves at various times in this match so far, they have been walking up and down the sideline.
Well, that was expected, I think. Michael Cleary back to Declan Ryan again. Where's the Clare marking? It was absent, and Conor Gleeson got in for his first point. So both midfielders for Tip have scored, and they lead by 3 points. This was where the move started. Declan Ryan taking the pass from Michael Cleary back to Conor Gleeson, and he drives it over the bar. Tip have made the better start in this match, no doubt about that. Conall Bonner, their pride is very much, I think, at stake here, because they didn't want to be beaten by the Banner twice in the same championship season. Early days yet. Colin Lynch for Clare, coming in and putting it over the bar. All of the midfielders have scored now, and it's 5 points to 3. Clare just the happier on this particular occasion. Lynch getting well away from Conor Gleeson. And a great score. Brendan Cummins pucking out. Anthony Daly touches it down ahead of Liam McGrath. Tries to advance. Getting it up second time in towards Declan Ryan. Lovely pick up by Declan Ryan. The hand pass forward into space. Eugene O'Neill unmarked momentarily. The youngster just out of the minor grade, Brian Lowen, trying to get his clearance out. It comes out towards Tommy Dunn. Chance of a score here. He did the right thing. Picked it up well and drove it over for his second score, and Tip lead by double scores. Well, it's been a very satisfying first half so far for the Premier men. They really were tormenting the Clare backs. That came out to Tommy Dunn. Just a quick look up, and he popped it over. The concern on the face of Ger Loughnane very, very evident, and I think we can forget about the regulation of having to sit on the green bench. Conor Clancy mishit that one, just as far as the man they call Fingers, P.G. O'Connell, who breaks his stick. Gerard Loughlin trying to get it up. It's with Ollie Baker instead. Out to Jamesy O'Connor, looking for his first score in this match. Firing it in, but it's well saved by the Tipperary goalkeeper, Brendan Cummins. Back out towards Ollie Baker. Each side having its moments in midfield. That's swept back by Daly for McMahon. Into the corner towards Fergie Toohey, trying to open up the Tipperary defence. Paul Shelley getting a stop on it, but the ball has gone out over the end line, and it's gone wide. Well, certainly Toohey adds an extra dimension to the Clare forward line when he's able to take his place. But it's strange to see him playing at top of the left. If anything, Clare have maybe 4 players in their forward line who are much happier playing in the half-forward line. That's well cut again by John Lahey. He really is causing problems for Liam Doyle. That came off the post and went outside and wide, and it's a 4th wide now for Tipperary. John Lahey a little annoyed with himself. David Fitzgerald then having a particular plan in mind with this puck out through the centre. Colin Bonner was the first to react to that. Now the other centre half back, Sean McMahon. It's back from Baker to Daly. Good ball forward towards Niall Gilligan. Conal Bonner got there first. Little needle there between Colin Bonner and James O'Connor. Meanwhile, the Sparrow from the angle drive has put it to the left, and that's a 5th wide by Clare. Clare not functioning as well this afternoon as they have done so often in the championship in the past. Referee is calling for attention for Conal Bonner. Just caught the stick there, I think, of James O'Connor as he was racing for possession. And the referee just waiting for the team doctor, who is Jerry O'Sullivan, to come on. Jerry was reminding me before this match that he was booked in the semi-final. I think one of 2 doctors to be booked this year in the championship. So Conal Bonner has to go off for attention. Conor Gleeson has gone back to play left half back, just while Tipper down to 14 men. The puck out goes towards Declan Ryan. Liam McGrath trying to pick it up. Back to Anthony Daly again. James O'Connor trying to get more into the game. Has come out towards midfield. Across to Niall Gilligan, has switched across to top of the left, where he's marked, of course, by Paul Shelley. His first shot really goes right into the arms of goalkeeper Brendan Cummins, and the referee says you can't do that to the goalkeeper inside the small rectangle, so it's going to be a free out for Tipperary. Brendan, of course, hurler and footballer, very accomplished wing forward with the Tipperary football team. Free out towards Liam McGrath's side. Baker sweeping it through the middle. Conal Bonner back in the action again after the attention from the doctor. Conor Gleeson against Colin Lynch. In comes Ollie Baker. Good distribution to PG O'Connell, going for the score himself. He usually gets a couple in a match, but that time has gone to the left. The Clare forward line not really functioning as they can this far in the game. Brian O'Mara taking Michael O'Halloran out of position. Cross towards Liam McGrath. You can see that Tipperary have done their homework very well since the Munster final. They're a much improved team. Even as we say that, they put one to the right. 5 changes in all, remember, from the day they played Clare back in early July in that Munster final down in Páirc Uí Chaoimh. And they've had the opportunity to change things around with the wins in the league and also a quarter-final and semi-final All-Ireland wins. Tommy Doyle. That's Anthony Daly. In towards Gerald O'Loughlin. Conal Bonner. Niall Gilligan in there to try and deny him. Tip doing more or less as they will in many positions of the field, but not down there. Brian Lohan playing superbly as ever. Sideline ball is to Tip. Well, I think Clare will be very disappointed to have scored only 3 points after nearly 24 minutes play. Chances few and far between. Fergie Tui has now gone out towards right half forward as Clare tried to switch things around. They've left just 2 men in the inside forward line, incidentally. Great catch by Declan Ryan. Wonderful distribution out to Lahey. The old firm are at it again, and that's gone over the bar. John Lahey's second point. made for him by Declan Ryan, and it's 7 points to 3. How often these two have done it in the past for Tipperary. Almost indestructible there at centre half forward, and the free moving Lahey sweeps it over the bar. Davy Fitzgerald pucking out once again. He's been very busy in the first half. Over the head of Colin Bonner that time. Colin Lynch, the midfielder, first touch, unable to take it up onto his stick. And then belted away by Conal Bonner. Sean McMahon outside towards Colin Lynch once again. He had a chance just there moments ago. All in there after it. Tough physical confrontations. Tommy Dunn getting it out as far as Eugene O'Neill. Fast off the blocks that time. The shot by O'Neill has gone over the bar. The first time he's been given a chance to hit a point by Brian Lohan. He takes it splendidly. That was a great point. Very, very happy fans of the Premier County just now, hoping to make amends. That ball was hit down in there to Eugene O'Neill, got fast away from Brian Lohan. Good positioning by the full forward. Great score. Liam Sheedy. Ollie Baker putting it back in for Clare, who have looked somewhat disjointed in this opening half. The attendance, by the way, this afternoon, capacity 65,576, and the triumvirate from Clare have a lot of work to do if they're to get back into this match. They must be considering a switch or a change. Sideline ball hit in by Liam Sheedy. Past Declan Ryan that time, but that time he was fouling his man, who is Sean McMahon. And we've got some further news now from Marty.
The news is that Fergal Hegarty is coming into the side, and decision has yet to be confirmed about who exactly is coming off, but we would anticipate a switch possibly at midfield.
Well, it's difficult to understand how he wasn't fit enough to start and now maybe coming in after just about 27 minutes play. Sean McMahon is taking the free for Clare. And again, it's Conal Bonner. The two Bonners have been playing very well. Out it comes to Tommy Dunn. The race here involving Brian Lohan and Eugene O'Neill, and O'Neill is proving a tough competitor in the last few minutes here for Brian Lohan, who had started the half so well. Tipperary get the free in. And is there some further news from Marty? I wonder just before this free is taken.
Just a very quick word, Ger. Fergal Hegarty is coming on, and it's Fergus Toohey that's coming off.
So Fergal Hegarty comes on, gives the little slip of paper there to Dickie Murphy, and as you say, Fergie Toohey, the player who is being taken off. But Fergie Toohey, in fairness to him, looked out of sorts and out of place at left corner forward. Tommy Dunn taking this free, and Tommy knocking it over the bar. That's 3 points that Tommy Dunn has scored. Well, they've helped to advance Tipperary's case in this particular final, the All-Munster final. Tip lead by 9 points to 3. A first ever for these fans to watch two Munster teams play in an All-Ireland decider. Our tip to get their revenge. Liam Doyle again. It's John Lahey who's causing him all kinds of headaches, but that time Lahey was holding back the Clare number 5. So free to the Bannermen. John Lahey gets himself a new stick. John Hayes, one of the officials, was in there to give it to him. Anthony Daly. No Sheehy breaking it out towards Conal Bonner. Ollie Baker trying to advance through midfield, and there was a wild hurley there thrust out, and the referee is speaking with Conal Bonner. The referee was right up with the play, as always, arguably the best in the business. And of course, last Sunday he was a selector with the Wexford under-21 hurling team. Jamesy O'Connor hitting this. Oh, almost for a moment he was hitting it low, and it very nearly crept in, but off the stick of Brendan Cummins and over the bar. That's Jamesy O'Connor's first point, 5 between them. There was a low enough trajectory on this, just watch it again. Nobody but the goalkeeper on the line, and he forced it over the bar. Huge puck out once again, that's causing problems with the wind at their backs. Tipperary having this lead of 5 points. Colin Lynch, he won't be without hope. PG O'Connell, there's a man in support, it's Fergal Hegarty, the man who didn't start this final but was picked to do so. In towards Niall Gilligan, 2 Tipperary players there however. Still Gilligan, familiar stride, trying to go around the defence here, hitting his shot and putting it over the bar. Niall Gilligan's first point, and Clare have started to play. 4 between them. Still 5 minutes to go to half-time, and they're a great deal happier now. It was the leggy figure here of Niall Gilligan who was getting away from his man. Brendan Cummins pucking out. Baker was under it, that's a wonderful catch. Up it goes towards Gilligan's corner once again. He's top of the left. He's on Paul Shelley. An angle shot, and that's got over. 2 in a row for Gilligan. How could they ever think of not playing him? It's 9 points to 6. He's having a little word there with Paul Shelley. This is what happened again. He was fast there, off his marks, got there ahead of Shelley, who never got in a telling challenge, or a challenge of any kind in fact. And the referee has had a word with the 2 men. Towards Liam McGrath, runs on into the corner. Michael Cleary about to put a challenge in on his man there, Frank Lohan. Good clearance by Lohan. Tommy Dunn to pick it up here for Tipperary. Brian O'Mara trying to steal inside there. Brian Lohan trying to get that ball away somehow. Michael Cleary trying to pick that ball up. Couldn't quite link up with his captain, but it comes off Conor Gleeson's legs. Back towards Brian O'Mara again. Trying to go through. That's Frank Lohan. Hooked. All in after it. Picked up by Lahey. Trying to go through. There's no way through that stonewall defence that has settled down a great deal more as they've watched scores going over the bar at the other end. Broken down here by Michael Ryan. Conor Bonner leaves it to the Sparrow. Beyond Fergal Hegarty, on towards Gilligan. Picked up here by Jamesy O'Connor, 45 metres out. Jamesy sending it to the right. 3 minutes to go to half-time. Pulsating stuff here, up and down the field. So much to enthuse about. So much energy expended. Scoring chances so far, almost equal. Tipperary at 12, Clare with 11. Down towards Declan Ryan, most of the stuff is coming down through the centre there. Out to Lahey again, he'll have to be marked a great deal tighter. And that's the end result. Another point. 3 for John Lahey. 10 points to 6. Well, that time his marker, who was Liam Doyle, was well away from him. This was scooped out there by the number 10, Liam McGrath, out to Lahey. It was Colin Lynch, in fact, who was coming in. Doyle was well away from his man, and that's another score. Davy Fitzgerald pucking it through the centre towards Ollie Baker, back in by Tommy Dunn. Indications there from that puck out that the breeze is very, very stiff indeed. And remember, it is favouring Tipperary in the opening 35 minutes. Brian Lohan trying to keep Eugene O'Neill away from it. In was McGrath quickly. In along the baseline it comes. Liam Doyle there saying, leave it to me. The clearance out to Colin Lynch. The shoulder from Conor Gleeson. Strong, tough, forceful play, but full of skill, full of craft. Clancy trying to go through there. It really is a tough match, this, and who's back? The number 12, inevitably, John Lahey. What about that for a pile-up? You get an indication of that last little bit of play, of just their eagerness to win this tie. So much pride is at stake. Anthony Daly again. Blocked by Colin Bonner. Taking it away from Conor Clancy, hasn't yet managed to get into this match as Clare would wish. He's done a good job so far, Colin Bonner. Free to tip. Tommy Dunn to take it. Inside the last minute of the first half. Tense faces all around Croke Park. Well, this is just about 50 metres out from his own goal. but he has the wind behind him, lobbing it in towards Eugene O'Neill. Lohan was up first as well, but that ball beats them all. Ryan Lohan there explaining it away to the referee, and I think explaining that his hurley may well have been held. The only player I can remember giving him real trouble during this past season was Eugene Cloonan of Athenry in the club final here back on St. Patrick's Day. Inside it goes towards Fergal Hegarty. Hegarty playing it left half forward, being marked by Liam Sheedy. There he is again. Up towards Niall Gilligan, playing at top of the left, and the score of 2 points in a row for Clare to begin something of a comeback for them. So into injury time. I suppose the question to be asked is, a lead of 4 points sufficient for Tipperary, who will have to face the wind after the turnaround? Sean McMahon has left it there. That's Conor Gleeson, Tipperary's team captain. Will he be picking up the McCarthy Cup? That's Eugene O'Neill. He really is causing problems just now for Brian Lohan. Into the arms of Davy Fitzgerald. The ball goes, however. Jamesy against 2 Tipperary players. Colin Lynch coming in to help him. On his left-hand side across towards Fergal Hegarty, getting there ahead of Liam Sheedy. That's a good switch and a good move. Here he comes again, the man from Kilnamona, outside towards PJ O'Connell, instinctively hitting it, but he puts it to the left. He got just a little chance. It was just a brief opening there for him. This is the gap that he saw. The hand pass hit it on the ground and just wide. So how much time is the referee going to allow at the end of this first half? That's it, he decides. Plays just over a minute of injury time. Well, John Lahey scored 3 points in that first half. Declan Ryan was very much the provider for many of those scores and many of the other scores as well. Tip will be happy going in. Are they to avenge their loss in the Munster final at half-time here in Croke Park in the 109th All-Ireland Hurling final? It's Tipperary 10, Clare 6.